Hiding out of sight, behind eerie-looking trees, stood the dark, sinister house that I remembered from long ago. Many years had passed, and here I was standing in front of its doors at last, holding tight onto the petrol can. I wondered if this house remembered who I am. How could it not? Was I just another child that had passed through and now long forgot? But I had not forgot. Its walls still held my painful cries, and the floors I had once spilled my tears had now dried. The house was beckoning me to go in. I was no longer an adult. I was back in time as that child again. The orphanage of hell, its memories still fresh, but an empty shell. My heart filled with rage. After this night, my mind will finally be able to turn a new page. The front door was unlocked and half open. Did it open itself, knowing I was coming? And this was my new welcome. On entering the big chilly hall, I thought I heard a voice call, "Little girl, come in. This house is so full of sin." Then the next voice I heard chilled me right to the bone. "Welcome back, little girl. You've finally come home." The stairs creaked under my feet as I climbed, and the heart of this house in the hall, the grandfather clock, chimed. I turned the door handle to the bedroom I knew, walked over to the window to look out at the view. Just as before, there was nothing to see, just the vision of me hanging from that old oak tree. The bedroom was cold and now bare, no beds for the children that used to be there, just plenty of dust and an old musty smell. But there was another smell that I remembered so well. I walked over to the corner and sat on the floor, memories flooding back as I glanced at the door. I visioned his steps walking towards me. This vision was something I just did not want to see. I smelt his whiskey breath in front of my face. That was the first thing I remembered about this devil's embrace. Gasping for air, I start to feel sick. I get up to run to the bathroom quick. But the door was locked, and I heard a little girl cry. But the door wouldn't open no matter how hard I would try. Here I was again pissing on floors, witnessing children being abused behind locked doors. But I was here with my Petrol, now on a mission, to put an end to this nightmare childhood vision. I might have been too small to fight back then, but now I've come back, tall, with my revenge on them. I will free all our tortured souls, that bleak house, walls and floor still holds. Undoing the petrol can without thinking, I poured it all around Bleak House without even blinking. My little dress splattered with petrol. I was in a daze. As I lit the match, I went up in a blaze. As I was burning, I felt no pain. Bleak House was now burning. I smiled at the flame. Now all around me was nothing but rubble. My mind was at rest, no longer in trouble. Then all the children that I once knew came out of hiding and into my view. Each one of the children came up to me, giving me a hug for setting them free. We all said goodbye with tears in our eyes. That was the last time our little eyes cried. Just as I thought I had won my fight, I turned and saw an ember still alight. So I strode across it and started to piss. And when it was out, I blew it a kiss. And then I heard from another place a friendly alarm to wake my face. Now awake and back home in my own bed, it was just another nightmare still stuck in my head. As my eyes looked at my hand, it was red and sore. Then I noticed a petrol can next to my bed on the floor. It had just been a dream, but the petrol was not. I had bought it that day and started to plot. Bleak House is still standing and waiting for me. I will return to burn and set myself free.